We open in the Shadowfell. It is a hidden place that hates the light, the home of dread. No mortal should visit here, and yet, amidst the gloom and muted colors, we see such a mortal. A Firbolg lumbers through the dark mists. He seems not to mind the darkness, as his holy symbol seems to provide all of the protection he will ever need. He suddenly stops short. In the faint light, he sees a small winged figure smiling back at him. We cut to an Eladrin, skulking toward a settlement. Though they take great care to remain hidden, they feel a tap on their shoulder and whip around, drawing a short sword. We hear the fluttering of wings and a mischievous laugh. Finally, we fade to a halfling, frustratedly dragging a large warhammer across the dark and barren plains. As she mutters, seemingly to no one, something darts into her field of vision. She lifts the warhammer and pauses. Before her is some kind of dark fae. Not all tales have a happy ending. There are things that go bump in the night. And sometimes, those who wander are truly lost. Welcome to Sundae Adventures, Shadows.
That was so good. What the fuck?
Holy shit! Holy
chills.
I know, I have actual goosebumps. Oh my god.
My hands are so clammy right now. That was amazing.
That was intense.
I love that. Wow.
Thanks.
Oh my god, that was so intense.
So we open up at a very strange establishment. So this background that we're using is the official art for the Shadowfell, and so the Shadowfell is a dark reflection of the material world, of the world that we would normally see a D&D campaign in, and things that happen in the real world have a dark, gloomy echo in the Shadowfell. If there is a large castle and a large kingdom, you will see a similar castle and kingdom, except the castle might be in disrepair, or there are shades that float around, shadows that with no purpose.
So Stranger Things rules.
Kind of upside down-y rules. We open up in a settlement. There are things that live in the Shadowfell. Most of them are undead, but there are these types of elves called the Shadarkai, and they are the edgiest of all elves, where they were brought here a very, very, very long time ago alongside an entity called the Raven Queen, who is the goddess that dwells in the Shadowfell. She's the ruler of death. She has all memory of every living thing that ever has been. She has a ton of incredible lore behind her, but that's not why we're here today. We see that in this settlement there is some kind of saloon, tavern. And in this tavern, we zoom in, we see that there are tables of Shadarkai eating and drinking and sharpening their weapons. But we see that in the very back, there is a table with 4 figures that are not these dark shadow echoes of elves. First thing we see is a Firbolg. And would you like to describe yourself?
Yeah, so...
And your name and everything.
So I am Gresham Phelan. I am a Firbolg cleric, a divine cleric of the deity of Helm. He's a tall giant of the forest, as Firbolg are, lumbering around at 6'6", and being a heavy-set giant. He has a kind aura around him, a kind demeanor. Although large and imposing, you don't feel that kind of like shadowy presence standing above you. Very much so a kind presence, though someone who you definitely know that just because of men's size, if push comes to shove, can definitely put their weight behind them if need be.
Nice. Nice. So, sitting at this table, I'm guessing that you've maybe put 2 stools together, because one stool is definitely not big enough for that big Fearbog booty. And so you've got maybe a stool for each cheek, you're sitting down, and we slowly pan to the right, and we see a regular-sized humanoid right here. Strax, would you like to introduce your character, what your character looks like, what they're doing at the table?
Hi, I'm Keshi. I am a... Oops, it's gone through it. I'm an Eladrin. I am 6'2", and I have very clean hands and no markings on them, despite being in the Shadowlands. My boots are a bit worn, but they are made of fine leather, as are my clothes. Well, not fine leather, but rather fine material. You can tell that I have an air of rich nobility around me. My face is a tiny bit muddy, but I've done my best to wipe it off. And I don't have my hands on the table, it's a bit sticky for my liking. This place also smells very weird, not my thing. I'm also starving, but I don't trust the food here. Don't think it's my... Do you think they have a escargot or anything like that? We'll find out.
It's a very posh character.
All right, I love this already. So we see next to this Fearbog, the Eladrin, Keshi, who is, kind of nervously, kind of looking back and forth. And to Keshi's, as we pan around the circular table, we get to the next quarter of the table, where we see there is a familiar face to some, perhaps, but definitely not to the party that is around here. Liz, would you like to describe and name your character and what's going on with her?
Yeah, hi, I'm Flynn. And I have with me my very large hammer, Solace. I am 3 foot something. So compared to you 6'6" and 6'2" motherfuckers, I am very short. My hammer is almost as tall as I am, and I definitely mutter to it every now and then, like it's talking to me, like we're having a conversation that no one else can hear. And I got into the Shadow Realm by holding on to my hammer through a portal. My hammer was getting sucked in through a very horrible spell of a portal, and I held on for dear life and did not let Solace go, and now here we are stuck in the Shadowfell.
Nice. Awesome. Oh, that actually reminds me. Gresham and Keshi, what brought the 2 of you to the Shadowfell? Let's start with Gresham.
Yeah. So, the wood that Gresham is, as a Firbolg, he is a forest creature, a forest giant. So the wood that he has inhabited is corrupted with some kind of disease, and they've sourced it back to the Shadowfell in some capacity. So he's traveled far and wide here to seek out that corruption to help cure his wood.
Nice. And Keshi, where are you in the Shadowfell?
Well, to be candid, my family kind of fucking hate my guts. One too many drinks, one too many whores in the whorehouse. And next thing I know, I woke up here with a note saying, "We're cutting you off, you need to grow up." Kind of an overreaction if you ask me. I'm just having fun here. Also, this place is fucking filthy. Can anyone got a hand wipe, please?
Not just cut-offs, it's sent to the Shadow Realm for Yu-Gi-Oh shit,
They won't having it.
So, as Keshi asks if anyone has a hand wipe, we see a slender hand come into view with a pure, clean white handkerchief. And we pan over to the final figure at this table. And we see a small figure, almost as maybe a centimeter taller than Flynn. This figure is some kind of fae, clearly. They have these wings that are in tatters. You get the feeling that just by looking at this fae doesn't seem to belong in the Shadowfell, but has been affected by it. You know, just by general knowledge of the planes that when something is on another world for too long, it begins to change, begins to be affected by the physics of that plane. And by the looks of this Fae, they have been here for a while. This Fae met each of you on your journey. Its name is Chade. C-H-A... Yeah, I'm gonna... There we go. And Chare, he looks at the three of you. He's got his hands steepled. And he says... Alright, now here's the plan, you see. I need all three of yous. All three of yous' help. Now, I've been waiting a long time for this kind of operation to come to fruition. Alright, now I know that you've been wondering, who is this mysterious pixie that's gathered me and two other strangers here to the table? Well, here, I'm gonna tell you. Kind of like I told you when I met all three of yous. We're gonna get out of here, you see. We need, yeah. What?
We're gonna get out, but you brought us here.
That's right. Well, I didn't bring you to the Shadowfell. I mean, we're gonna get out. I brought you to this restaurant, yeah. But, yeah.
So heist movie is what you're saying. Heist movie? Flynn's looking around the table. Heist movie? Heist?
Yeah, so we're breaking out.
Do I have to get my hands dirty in this, or...
Well, I mean, metaphorically, yeah, you're gonna get your hands dirty.
Literally, is it gonna be heavy lifting?
Yeah.
I don't, metaphorically, whatever. Also, thank you for the,
Oh my god, is that a fucking...
I guess you could call this a napkin or something. This is very... It's not what I'm used to, is what I'm saying. It's, it's no silk. No, it's no dragon silk, but I'll just keep this somewhere. Thank you.
Oh my god. Alright, so I'm gonna introduce so there's a concept called hero points. A hero point is when the DM just kind of will like give them out arbitrarily. But a hero point is essentially if you roll a d20, if you have a hero point, you can say, and you roll shittily, you can say, I would like to spend my hero point. And then in doing so, you get to re-roll your d20. Keshi, you get 1 hero point.
Hey.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
For bringing in a prop.
That was amazing.
Yeah, they have nothing to do with game mechanics or anything. They're purely arbitrarily given out, but you can exchange a hero point for a reroll on a d20. So Chare, he looks at you, and he says, "Well, I got this one right here." He looks a hand over his shoulder to Gresham, and he says, "I'm assuming that you're going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. I don't expect this one." He kind of points to Flynn. He's like, "I don't expect this one to do much heavy lifting."
No,
Seems like that hammer.
I wouldn't make anybody do it.
Flynn-
I would make them. Yeah.
Flynn picks up her hammer and just starts doing like this above her head.
Benching
with the hammer,
Solace.
like,
Wait.
she's like one-handed, like she's like tossing it back and forth, like.
I apologize. I didn't realize this child was part of this group. Oh.
Child!
Child, they have a
I'm a bit
mustache.
afraid.
I will have you know, I am no child.
You're some stage through puberty, I'm sure.
It's quite impressive. It's pretty long.
Does Keshi have like a drink or food or anything in front of them?
I have a bowl of untouched stew.
Okay, Flynn wants to use prestidigitation or something to flip the bowl and spill it on him.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll say prestidigitation can kind of shift, like move it an inch closer to the edge of the table. And I'm just gonna say you keep doing that
until it spills.
Until it starts to tip, and then it spills. You get a little bit. Keshi, you can. You know what? we'll make some skill checks out of this. Keshi, you can roll me I want you to roll me a perception check to see if you notice that this ball is slowly inching towards the edge of your seat.
Wait, can I counter with stealth?
No.
Okay.
You
Okay,
need
so
the stealth
perception
faster feat.
is
So you notice that there's that this halfling Flynn seems to be like just going like this over and over again at your bowl, and every time she does, it seems to just moves closer and closer and closer to the edge of the table. Like,
where are your parents? Please stop. Bad. Shoo.
So Chare, he says, all right, enough fun and games, all right. We got lots of stuff to do here. All right. We're gonna need 3 things, and there's a reason that I picked you particular 3. You know, there are plenty of mortals on the Shadowfell. You know, there's not plenty, but like there's enough that I didn't have to pick you. But I picked the 3 of you because you bring something to the table, and I can maybe in return bring something to your table. You know what I'm saying? First thing we need, there's a place called the Stronghold of Bone. Can't even get through the door to that place. Really hard to get, but it's the only place with a portal out of here. That's where you're gonna come in. And he turns to you, Flynn. He says, that hammer you got there, I know what that is. That thing's gonna be our ticket in. Got a lot of prestige. Know what I'm saying? Buku dinero. So, we get all of that in here. You schmooze our way past the front door. That's step 1. Next thing, and then he swivels. I guess he's in a swivel chair. He swivels to Gresham, and he says, "Next thing is you." Now, the guy who is in charge of the Stronghold of Bone, he's a shade. He's named the Dread Deceiver. He's a real asshole. He doesn't allow planet travel at all, even though he's got the only portal. Asshole. So he's an undead. Naturally, he's gonna be vulnerable to whatever stuff, and he kind of gestures to your holy symbol. Whatever stuff you got right over here. Alright? Once he's dead, his power over the portal in the Stronghold is going to weaken enough, I hope, for you to open it up with your divinity or whatever. Know what I'm saying? Also, if there's something heavy, I'm hoping you can pick it up. And then he swivels one more time to face Keshi, and he says, and that brings us to you. So now, this portal, it could take us to anywhere. It's one of those portals. Thing is, we need something to connect to. Now, I knew as soon as you came here that you are of House Omarin. Am I correct in assuming such a thing? Am I very clean, Eladrin friend?
Yes, I say, but I cover my really big crest that I have on my thing. How did you figure that out? Well, it's not
How'd you know?
being discreet here.
Yeah, lucky guess, I guess. Thing is, your mother, Aleithia Omarin, she's a 7th child of a 7th child, alright? That makes her a nexus of power. Very, very strong stuff. I can lock onto her as soon as we open that portal. That'll get us strong enough to get to a fixed point. Only thing is, once we get to the other side, we might die, unless we've got you with us. So, we need you to make it through all of this.
So I can get home. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. We'll bring you right to your mom's front doorstep, or maybe in the basement. I don't know. It depends on where the portal is in your house. But that's not really my problem.
Your house. It's more of an estate. Nay, castle.
The grounds.
Irrelevant.
Oh my god. Yeah, so he says, yeah, all right. So your place of residence, that's where we're going to go, and we're going to make sure that we got you with there. I'm kind of a big deal when I'm not in here, so I can, give my blessing, maybe help you restore your honor, all kinds of good stuff. And so he
Gresham nods
That
and
big deal.
mutters something about gabagool as he takes another big swig from his mug.
It's a gabagool.
hey, yo, we got some prosciutto up in here, and he starts rapping on the table for some service. But he he says, Chare.
Movie.
So Chadai looks around and he says, all right, 3 of you's in, or you out?
Chari, how is my hammer gonna get us past the gate?
So he lowers his voice and he kind of brings his head down a little bit, and he says, "That's because your hammer ain't just a hammer, is it? It's got something in it, something in that gem right there."
Flynn
That's
takes
something.
the sleeve of her sleeve and wipes the gem of dust and like kind of squeakies on it. Something
You hear,
special,
like,
huh? Yeah.
He says, "Yeah, inside of that hammer is one of the Raven Queen's kids."
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. Can I pull Chare away? Hold on.
You just like you kind of take him, hook his arm, and you go away.
Short
Yeah,
people
all right,
meeting. You wouldn't understand, and I just like, Chare, there's a child in my hammer, and I'm like not like Solace isn't talking to me. Like,
Solace is. You just hear Solace is like, "Ugh, yeah, kinda."
Solace, you're a kid. This is a kid. There's a child in. You're a child. Like, I'm like back and forth between the hammer and
Solace
Char.
is like, "Look, I'm like 5,000 years old. All right, I mean, define child. It's not really my. It's a child compared to eternity, sure, but."
How is this the first time you're telling me? How is this the first time you're bringing this up?
He's like, "Well, we've never been in the Shadowfair before, so when would I ever have time to bring this up? It's not really my problem."
Is your
But it's
mom?
not- it's
Is
my
your mom
problem
gonna
now.
kill us? Does your mom look? Is there a milk carton in the Shadowfell looking for the kid in my hammer?
Solace, he says, "Look, it's a really long story. Let's just say I wanted to leave. My mom didn't want to." He says, "Look, you're being childish right now."
Chari, is it? Whatever.
Yada.
Yada yada.
Yeah.
Yada.
Chada, he's got a cap and he's like, "Yada
Yada.
Chada, that's it.
All right. Yeah. Flynn just like whatever, and then grabs Chari's hand, holds it up, and just high fives it, and walks back over to the table.
He's like,
Involuntary high five, and just walks back over to the table.
"All right, well." And so he just gets back to the table and just kind of like looks at his hand.
That's
He's
my
like-
move. I high five.
He's like, "All right, so you all in or you's out? What's going on here?"
If it gets me home,
Well,
I'm in.
You go. He pats you on the back. You go.
That's the end of it.
Yeah,
Keshi.
I was interrupting you. You go. Yeesh.
Shit.
I think I finished what I was going to say.
Are you sure?
You're a terrifying person, my friend.
Oh no.
Also, you
All I
left
was
dirt
gonna
prints
ask is
on this
the.
cloak.
Oh, see, I'm doing it again. You go.
No, continue.
Okay. All I was gonna ask is if killing the shade, if the planar thing that I'm gonna have the power over, will that let me cut off the corruption to the wood?
Yeah. Thing is, the Dread Deceiver, he likes to, kind of likes to sow his seeds across the plains, if you know what I'm saying.
That's right.
And, yeah, he's a real asshole, you know?
Starting
And,
my franchises.
yeah. Yeah, little Deceiver Kings all over the place. And, he likes to just, kind of shove corruption through that portal. It kind of lands randomly. I guess it went to your place.
Sounds like
I
a
will
dickhead.
personally.
Let's go bash his skull in, or whatever he's got that's protecting his, whatever makes him think.
Yeah. All right. I like where.
Why did you sound like Kronk just then?
I mean, lovable, friendly, but imposing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm imagining now.
This is what I want. Yeah.
The portal
I
for
mean-
Cusco. Cusco's
Watch
portal.
it, listen to enough Seinfeld to be able to channel Putty's voice. I think I could do this.
Yeah.
And he looks at you, Flynn, and he says, "Look, we can't get in through the front door without you and your hammer. I'll get you out of here."
You'll get me out of here with my hammer?
Sure, yeah.
With
If that's what he wants.
With Solace.
Huh, is that what he's calling himself now? All right.
What's his name? Is that not his name?
Um,
Chare. You will tell me his name right now, or I'm out.
Chare's like, look, sometimes names are...
Wait. Don't dead name the kid now. He's got a name that he's going by.
No, tell me his name right now, because if it's something stupid, I have to know.
Why don't you ask him?
Solace, is your name Fred? Be honest. Be honest with me. Is your name Fred?
You hear in your mind,
That kid
Flynn.
from the internet?
So I should note to the other players that while you can't hear what the hammer is saying, Flynn can only speak out loud to the hammer. So you just you see Flynn just shouting
To my
at this hammer. Yeah.
my hammer that's almost as big as Flynn is, this giant purple hammer. There's the graphics right here on my border.
So
with Gresham, maybe we should ditch this canoe.
I don't know. This is. I've been down here for a while now. This is the only thing I've heard of that's even close to being able to do what I need
to
to.
a hammer.
I mean, I talk to a rosary all the time. I don't see what
Take a step back from Gresham. Oh jeez, what have I got myself into?
But don't you talk to inanimate objects? I thought everybody does.
I have friends. Plenty of them back
Yeah,
home.
I got friends too, and Gresham takes out some rocks and painted faces on them. These are my
Oh my
friends.
god! Oh my
I
god!
love nature.
Oh fuck! Fuck it!
Oh no.
This is not the first time Tyler has laughed so hard he spilled a drink. Are you okay, Tyler?
Yeah, Gresham, give yourself a hero point for making me break my stuff.
This is my friend.
Oh my god! All right, actually give yourself a hero point.
I'll give you that. It looks quite pretty.
Oh my god.
am I to
I've
judge?
got friends.
Set it out in the sun to charge it with pure intentions. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
No,
I got ones
little
that have to
tip
sit
for
out in the
you.
moon too.
Little tip for you: the less you talk about your rock friends, the more likely more chance you'll have of, I don't know, maybe finding a lover.
Oh, my friend. Chastity.
Don't
and
say it's
Self
rocks. Do
is
not
all
say it's
I need.
rocks.
I got rocks and God. What else do I need?
Oh, my friend,
Oh shit!
I'll tell you what. I've changed my plan. I'm gonna take him home just so I can introduce him to a better lifestyle than rock collecting.
I mean, if I don't have my rocks, how else will I preserve my chastity?
Oh my
Oh.
god.
It's a dire case, but I can fix him.
I've
I
got
can change
rocks
it.
and God.
Minerals are my waifus.
You feel a gust of wind as the doors get kicked open to the saloon. Walking in are a twin set of harpies. These two creatures, this is a blown up version over here, just so you can see what they look like. These two creatures, you aren't 100% sure kind of where they come from, but they seem to be making a beeline toward Flynn.
What? Flynn ducks under the table.
Who then promptly ducks under the table.
I dive under the table.
Okay. I stand up and, seeing that these people are coming to you is like, my friends, it seems whether we like it or not, we're a party now. And he's calls out for everyone to join in with him.
Yes.
And take in this bonding moment together.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
Yes!
Oh, shit. That's really nice. Okay, so you choose any number of creatures within 30 feet. So you choose the two of them. 10 minutes. As long as everyone's within 30 feet, they can roll a d4 and add it to it. Whoa!
That's a lot!
Oh my God.
That's a lot!
Wow.
It
That's
only
really
works
cool.
really well in groups of this size.
Chat, anyone in the 30 feet can add a d4 to any of their turn, or any of their attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws once a turn, is what this does.
Bardic inspiration every turn, as long as they're within 30 feet.
Bardic
Wow.
inspiration up in the house. Let's go. Flynn kind of scoots to the end, like, when Gresham says that, like, you know, we're a party now, Flynn kind of scoots to the edge of the table and just kind of, like, holds Solace up out from under the table, like, to show, like, she's in, but also hiding.
Nice.
Gresham takes out his hammer too. It's much smaller, and he dings it against the
Yes!
bigger hammer.
Yes, I love that!
Oh, this is
Awesome.
great. So,
I hope I don't have to get dirty, but I guess I'll join in. I take out my short sword.
Hell yeah! Let's go!
So, Chare, he takes a couple steps back, and he says, ah, shit. These guys. And the two harpies speak. They seem to speak in unison with two different voices. They say, Solace, you're coming with us. Now. Your keeper shall die. Her companions shall die.
They're not really the companions that we just met. We just met. They're not really my companion. I don't know them. I don't. What? Solace.
There's a voice from under the
Gresham
table.
looks
that is
over at
shouting.
Flynn and is like, hey, even the guys who want to kill him won't dead name him. Just saying.
Oh my god. What is the name so bad? I'm gonna spend the rest of the session trying to guess the name. Is it Bartholomew? Be honest.
You can ask. Solace, he says, Flynn, my name isn't... Alright, fine, I'll just show you. And Flynn, you feel a mix of different clashing emotions. You feel an overwhelming sense of dread mixed with the sense of purest hope. You feel unbearable sadness mixed with indescribable joy. And then it all stops and you kind of go back to normal, and he says, that's the closest thing you're gonna get to my name.
Flynn has like a couple
Sweet, sweet empty
tears
throat.
rolling down her cheek. And she goes, like, weakly and like voice cracking, like, okay, alright.
And at that, we're gonna roll for initiative. These two harpies, they kind of like unfurl their wings and like caw, and they start to charge.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Hell yeah. Chare is like, oh, I'm out. And just kind of flies around the table.
Chare!
He's like, look, you take care of this. You can prove that you're worthy, eh?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast
alright.
your ass later.
Awesome. All right, so we're gonna start. Gresham, you are first, and then Flynn, you're up after that.
Alrighty. Well,
These Shadar-kai, get the fuck out of there.
yeah, so he's just going to get up from his stools, and yeah, he's going to move towards them. I guess he can take the dash action, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So then that's that doubles it to 60, or it just adds 15?
It should double it. Should be fine.
Okay. So another 3. Okay, and that's my turn.
Fuck yeah. All right, nice. Flynn, it is your turn.
Flynn is going to, you know, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast. It's, you know,
Yeah,
from under the
just gonna Eldritch
table.
Blast.
I'm just gonna, you know,
You
it's
just see,
classic.
like, a hand come out from the table.
Yeah, from under the table. Yep, and Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna do the one, the one kind of furthest diagonal with me. And I'd also like to hex that one if I hit it. So let's see what happens.
Ooh, fuck yeah, that works. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. I'm also gonna use hex as a bonus action. Hex that motherfucker.
Nice. Would you mind putting that into chat?
Yes. There you go.
Beautiful. All right, so as bonus action, you curse this creature, and you hear both of them at the same time as this purple energy comes out of Solace and surrounds the head of this creature. They both say, "What?" At the same time, as this dark halo appears around one of these harpies. You now gain a bonus of 2 to your damage, and any attack roll you make is a crit on a 19 or a 20.
Yep.
Which is really good.
And then I get hit points back if they die.
And then you gain hit points when they die. Nice. All right, and now it's their turn. So this harpy. What?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it's the harpy's turn.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. You're
Roll
going after
better
the harpy.
initiative, sucker.
Ah, dang it.
Damn.
Be better. Got it. Noted.
I'm just kidding.
40. And then this is gonna fly up right here. So these two harpies, they seem to dive bomb. One dive bombs Flynn, one dive bombs Gresham. Gresham, the one attacking you, comes out with its claws, and it tries to slash at you. And that is a crit fail. So I'm gonna say you just kind of like, and like it's like, Wah! And Flynn, this one coming at you also comes in with its claws. That's a 15 to hit you. Does 15 hit you? No, it does not.
It does not.
Holy shit. Yeah, you just interpose the handle of your hammer in between. It seems to latch onto it, and it just like scrapes onto Solace as it backs away, and it lands. Keshi, it is your turn.
Ah, could you not have taken the 5 further away from me? There's gonna be blood on me. Okay, I'm gonna try moving closer to Fling because she's just closer, and that's where the most blood will come from. And I'm going to push the table if I can, to
Perfect,
maybe like
okay.
do cover, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna try aim at the harpy attacking her with my crossbow.
Okay,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
awesome. So I'll say that you hiding, kind of angling the table is stealth. So I want you to roll me a stealth to try and hide behind the table, and then
I'm
attack
imagining.
from
I'm imagining that Grushy like comes over to the table I'm under and flips it up so that we're both behind it.
I'll say that. Well, the table's here, so I'll say that Keshi's behind it.
Great, thanks. So you removed my cover, but okay, all right, that's fine.
And so from there, Keshi, you can. Are you with your crossbow? Is that what you're attacking
I
with?
think I have a hand bow. Sorry.
Handbow.
Perfect. Yeah, that's fine.
It's a bow for your hands.
Yeah. You go. Go ahead and roll that bow for your hands. And then because
Let's
you're coming
go.
from hiding, I'll say that you have advantage, which means you do get your sneak attack damage. So if you'd like to roll your sneak attack, because 17 definitely hits. All right, so that's 10 points of damage. Oh my god. Kesh, and it already had 5. Keshi, how would you like to kill this thing?
I want to aim for the just in between the eyes.
Nice.
Clean. Less
Nice.
blood as possible.
Yeah, yeah. So Flynn, as this thing lands in front of you, it like gets really big and it like cacaws, but then it's like caca, and then it stops short as this bolt appears right between its eyes, and it just collapses to the ground. Very nice. Top of the round, Gresham, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Well, Gresham is, now that the Harpy has stood it back, he's gonna take his open hand that has the shield buckle to it. He's like, I usually heal with the left hand, but now I'm gonna do the reverse. And he reaches out to touch it, and doing inflict wounds, doing the inverse of the healing, and basically how the healing spell would regenerate skin It's just eating away at it.
Oh my god. Gresham, how do you...
Holy shit.
That's more than its hit points. How do you kill it?
Okay, well, he just basically puts his hands on it, and it basically Thanos snaps itself into dust.
Oh my god. That's just fucking amazing. Holy shit. That was a very short combat.
Flynn stands up and looks at both of them, like the piercing to the eye, the Thanos snap, and is just like, huh? All right. And then Flynn kind of goes up next to like in between them, like I'm like want to move like in between them and just kind of like hero pose with them, you know, like fuck. All right.
Holy shit. That's incredible. Wow, yeah. So as the dust settles and Gresham closes his now open, empty fist, you see Chare pops up from behind the table in the rear, and he says, "Hey, good job. We should get the fuck out of here, yeah?"
I like the sound of that. I don't want to be here to clean up.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh god. Someone leaves me out of this place. This is disgusting. I grab around trying to grab someone's shoulder to like lead me out.
Oh my god.
Flynn is still hero posing and like strutting.
Are you on the table, by the way?
I got out from under it, yeah.
I'm like reaching. I'm just like trying to grab you.
I grab Keshi's hand and I put it on my head, and I just strut and lead to wherever Chare takes us.
Oh, that's fucking great. So Chare leads you out, and you find yourselves wandering the Shadowfell, which is not a place where you typically want to be wandering. There are swirls of dark clouds overhead all the time. There are these wailing moans of agony, kind of just on the wind. You're not even sure if anyone's making them, or maybe the wind just sounds like people are in pain. And occasionally, it takes like maybe it's a 4-hour journey to your destination. Occasionally, there will be something overhead. You'll hear some rush of wind, or you'll just get an ominous sense of dread. And at that point, Chare will typically say, all right, get down, hide. There are 3 things that happen on this journey. We're going to go into like skill check mode. The first thing is you come to a point where there is a large river in between where you are and the point where you need to be. It seems as though the river is barely moving at an incredibly slow pace. There's something floating on top of the river, and it's just barely moving by.
I'd like to approach the riverbank and try to peer over and gauge the depth of the river.
Okay. I'll just give that to you. It's very shallow. It seems like it's a 2-foot deep at the most.
Gotcha. Is there like a branch or something around nearby where I can like certify that for myself and like try to stick it in the water and whatnot?
Absolutely. I'll say that there are plenty of branches, dead looking tree branches, and you poke it in. It doesn't go in very far.
Okay, well, being a tall person, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and step into the water, and gauging the depth there, I'm gonna motion for the 2 smaller party members to climb up top my back to cross over the water. I'm gonna leave the other taller guy who clearly can walk through who can wade through the waters to wade through the waters on their own, so.
Awesome. So
I don't
Flynn,
want to get my boots dirty. Hello.
Good for you. You're gonna go right back home. When's the
These
next time you're
socks
gonna get to go
are
out in the wild like this?
My socks will be ruined.
Can,
Oh,
can,
at home,
Flynn,
right?
can Flynn do a strength check to put Keshi on my back? Like piggyback ride Keshi?
you know what? Roll me in athletics.
Alright.
Oh no.
my god. Wow. It doesn't matter the campaign. It doesn't matter if it's a one-shot. Liz will roll double crit.
I will. It just happens. It's on
Holy
the
shit.
stupidest shit too. It's not.
Jesus.
It's like when I try to teach Martha how to high five, or if I'm trying to give a very large person a piggyback, but it's never in combat or like anything important.
Only to ever
Mine.
recertify your boisterous nature as a character.
Yeah.
How
Exactly.
tall?
So
How
I'm gonna say
tall
that
is Flynn,
like
by the way?
Flynn is what, 3 foot?
I think I'm
One.
3'5".
I'm 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm 3'5".
So I'm gonna say that as Keshi is like, you know, I don't. It's I'm gonna get wet. Flynn, you put out both of your hands, and Keshi, you set one foot on each hand, and Flynn just like raises you up above her head.
Like cheerleader style, like hold
yeah,
yeah.
like cheerleader style.
Yes. This
And then
reminds me of
realizes-
Mardi Gras.
Yeah, and realizes that she can't take Solace, so she kind of like bites Solace like One Piece style, and just like walks across the whole river.
I love it. I'm obsessed
With that.
I'm obsessed.
Do they reenact the moment from Dirty Dancing a little bit?
Yes!
Does
Exactly.
Flynn spin him around a little
Yes.
bit on the water?
With solace
Yes.
in my mouth. I'm obsessed.
If the stream wouldn't have gotten DMCA'd for it, I would have started playing Dancing Queen right now. But
Nobody
so-
puts baby in the corner.
yeah, and so you deposit Keshi on the other side of the riverbank. Chare can fly, but he rides on your shoulder anyway, Gresham.
He
And-
likes this the aspect of knowing that he has some sort of dominion over me in a way.
Yeah. He says, "Oh, I feel all kinds of fancy. Yeah, this is real nice." And you get to the other side of the river, pretty much without incident. I don't even know what I was thinking was going to happen there. The next incident that occurs is you do see that they're above the clouds. The sky is relatively dark, but there is a spot of particular darkness that is moving around above the clouds. I need either Flynn or Keshi to make a stealth check.
And or like
One of you, and you will represent the party's stealth.
Keshi, go for it.
Cool.
Do you want to do rock, paper, scissors for this
Yeah.
tiny one?
Let's do it. Ready?
Alright.
Okay, ready. Rock. Wait, you do rock, paper, scissors, shoot, right?
Do you do 1, 2, 3 shoot, or shoot on 3?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
fourth one.
okay. What? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Is it?
Do we both do it? Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Wait,
it's copying
stop with
Old
this.
paper.
Okay,
This
ready?
Aries and
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Stop.
Stop it!
Fuck.
Cut it out!
So, Chara's like, we don't have time for this! They're right here, they're coming, what are you doing?
Okay, since she lifted me through the river, I will do it. It's fine. No
There's
need to
like-
yell.
There's like a shadow that's growing, and Flynn and Keshi are just like, alright.
Do you think they're
Damn
like flying monkeys from that old movie?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do
Um,
the stealth.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll me stealth, Keshi.
Good God.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Keshi, you find an outcropping of rocks. You don't just find an outcropping of rocks, because you could hide in an outcropping of rocks, but you find a great area that you can move shit around for your companions to hide in as well. You find that the Fearbulg, if the Fearbulg stands in a perfect stance, you find that he might be mistaken as a tree. And so, like, Gresham, you stand off to the side, and Keshi, you're just like, no, like this. Like that. Okay, and now there.
And branches
alright,
and
and
stuff to
there.
look like a tree.
Good. Yeah, and so, and you pose him perfectly. You just take Flynn under this outcropping with you because you know that it'll fit both of you, and Chare just like vanishes. Seems like he turns invisible somehow. And
I can
you
do
manage
that too.
to.
Do I need to be a tree?
Oh my god.
How do you feel about the rocks around you?
I mean, I could do this, but like, I can become invisible if that's preferable.
It's up to you, I guess.
I'm gonna say that, like, as your treat, you just
Yeah,
like,
you're saying it.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's funny fun for me.
Yeah.
I facepalm.
It's just as something flies overhead, we zoom under the rocks and we see Cassius just like this.
This reminds me of the fourth play where I played a tree as well.
Oh
I
my
was
god.
like, please be quiet, please.
That's true. Oh my
Oh, fuck. Alright, well, Gresham, you should have a point of inspiration if you don't already. But yeah, go for it. So, these things fly over. These things fly over and then they disappear. They're gone. And you see Chare winks back into existence. And he says, alright, I think the coast is clear. I think we're probably good.
Am I good?
Hey,
Yeah.
Sharo, I have a couple of questions, if you don't mind me asking.
Yeah,
we know
go,
what I'm
go
good.
ahead. Yeah, you're
Um,
good. You come on out. You can stop doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Oh, that's nice.
Here, here's a pebble that I found in the outcrop for you.
Oh, hey, this one's a smooth one. Thank you.
Oh,
Here,
fuck.
look,
This-
I'm gonna go fiddle with this real quick. Just, here, I'm gonna. He takes out like a little piece of charcoal and starts marking on it. Here. When I was stretching up big tall like a tree, made me think of you like that, right?
Oh
my
god. Oh my god.
My buddy now.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna name him Keishi, so I always remember you.
I always forget you.
Always forget you.
I
Oh my
have
God.
mixed feelings about that, but
You're
Charo,
with me forever now, whether you like it or not, buddy.
oh, the things you say really make my skin crawl, my friend. But I appreciate the sentiment behind it
Now.
all.
I'm obsessed
I
with
see.
this bonding. Like, absolutely. The one who hates it, the one who's
Charo,
oblivious.
first of all, what were all those things? And second of all, you mentioned going to the front way. Would it make more sense to go the back door? I mean, kind of an expert in that.
Oh,
In the back door.
Look, I'm not gonna go and open that jar of worms or anything, but
are you
No,
an
yeah,
expert?
so-
Or Vaseline, I'm pretty sure.
Stop! You guys are nasty! Ew, gross! Get out! Flynn tries to get to you guys to explain the joke. Wait, you're an expert in the back door? How? How are you an expert?
Sexual deviancy.
I wouldn't
oh
say
my
it's...
god. I just love the blunt, like,
Oh.
yeah, I'm a sexual deviant.
Oh god.
Flynn like covers the sides of the hammer head. It's like this is a kid. There's a kid. This is a child in the hammer. Shh.
They're 5,000 years old.
He doesn't. Shh. Shh. Shh.
So Chare, he says, all right, so those things above, they were more agents of the Raven Queen. They're probably looking for, her vessel, all that kind of stuff. Nasty, nasty creatures.
This Raven Queen, I don't recall ever seeing them at the soirees that we held back home.
Yeah, no, she don't leave the Shadowfell too much. You see, a long time ago, there was a
History
war.
lesson. All right.
Yeah.
Now sit
well,
down.
He's just gonna sit on the ground like, all right. He says, all right, a long time ago, back when the gods were first kind of new, there was a god of the elves, Corellin. I'm sure you're familiar with that guy. And Loth, she was one of his consorts, generals. It's kind of fuzzy, but they didn't get along too good. And there was another elf. Name is lost to time. She didn't really like what was going on, so she tried to do a spell, tried to gain divinity, backfired because humans are assholes, and she ended up getting dragged to the Shadowfell, and eventually her memories reconstituted themselves and became the Raven Queen. So she don't really leave the Shadowfell, but that's neither here nor there. She sends her agents out. People make deals with her, make pacts with some of her shit, like Flynn over here, and gabagool, That's all kinds of stuff. And so I'm assuming this is like an Aaron Sorkin walk and talk, so you're just continuing to walk forward.
Flynn wants to ask Solace about this. So Flynn turns to holds Solace up. It's like, Charles, have you heard about this?
It's like, my name isn't what?
What is he prattling on about? Is this something? How did you not tell me anything? How have I never asked you about anything?
Yeah, you tell me. It's not, not my problem.
I mean, I made like this epic bonding pact or whatever to gain power, and you want to suck up their shadows. Oh, and like a light bulb just like clicks. Can I prestidigitation a light bulb over my head? It's like,
yeah.
The shadow fell.
It's like,
the shadow. You are from here. You absorbing the shadows because you're from here because you're the Raven King ruled it. And like Flynn is just like babbling.
Yeah. As you continue to babble.
If you're bonded with one of the Raven Queen's kids, maybe you could, I don't know, engage with the Raven Queen. If you're already bonded with part of their family.
Oh, well, it sounds like Chare has the intention of doing just that. Am I wrong?
No, I don't want nothing to do with no Raven Queen. All right, I want to get as far away from this place as possible. What I'm saying is, your kid here is kind of a bigwig, and might be able to get us past the front door. You see, the thing is, undead have no real love for the Raven Queen. She doesn't really like things that try and cheat death. Death is, it's our whole shtick. But undead, they don't like her too much. She don't like them neither. So I'm thinking maybe, the renegade child of their most hated enemy might be able to, sweeten the pot, get us through the front door.
Henry, do you think that's gonna work?
You just hear like a... he's like, maybe. It's gonna depend. I think this is probably gonna be like one of those things where you and I work together to benefit the two of us.
Alright, you got it. And I
Why
high five.
Keep talking to your hammer. I'm still very confused about this.
His name is Randall, and he's my friend, and we fight crime. You don't need any explanation. And Flynn continues to walk away.
And I turn to Charles. So this hammer is this person's child?
He says, all right, so, sometimes, there's like a bunch of different ways to learn magic. You can study it, you can get it from a god, and then he kind of hooks his thumb over to Gresham. And he says, and sometimes you can get it from somewhere else. And that's what Flynn did. Flynn took something that you didn't quite understand, I'm guessing, and just did all kinds of, made a deal with it for power. And Flynn here... Yeah, I was the soul of Flynn's dead dog that can fly.
Stop telling people that, Randy. That's not the story. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Don't listen to him.
Listen to what?
Can't hear what the hammer's saying.
So at this point, you get to this very large tower. It seems like the Citadel Bone, it should have probably been named something different because there aren't any bones there.
I gotta stick with the architecture.
But you eventually get to the front of this tower, and you see standing in front of the door is some kind of creature. It looks vaguely humanoid, but it has no eyes, and where its mouth should be is a gaping maw. And as you approach, Chare stops and he turns around and he says, all right, you're up. And
what? Me?
As you all...
me? I'm up?
He's like, yeah, well, not yet. We gotta get there first. But once we get down that hill, you're gonna have to impress that guard.
Okay.
Back home, I could impress people very easily.
He says, all right, well, we'll see what happens when we get down there. And you begin your journey down this hill to, it looks like this tower is separated from the rest of the mainland by some kind of bridge. And as you descend, there is a skeletal, some kind of undead creature standing in front of the front door of this place. And as you approach, you actually see that there's somebody else there on the bridge. It seems like there's a Shadar Kai that is talking to the undead creature. And as you get closer, why don't I ask, what would you all like to do?
Can I do Arcana? Can I roll an Arcana check on?
Yeah.
On the duty?
What are you trying to figure out?
I want to see if the duty is magical.
I'm sorry?
The dude, the little skelly dude.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
The dude.
Yeah. You can roll a. Yeah. So, you. I mean, you know that there is some kind of magic about it. Just being that it's an undead creature. Like there's something that's animating it, something that is bringing it back to life, but you're not sure what. You don't even know what it is.
Damn.
Sorry, were we expecting this? Were you expecting more than one guy over there?
So Chara, he points to the undead. He said, "That's the guard," and then he points to the Shadar Kai that's talking with him, and he says, "That guy's trying to get in."
Chari. Okay.
Chai.
I say we wait it out and see if that guy has what happens. If that guy walks away, I don't think we need to have more than the essential people who need to be involved in any conversations present. So I say we let that guy get, in, or get kicked out, whatever happens. Then we make our approach after he's weathered down whatever the hell that thing is.
What does happen if you can't get in?
I'm glad you asked, Flynn. How close are all of you? Are you within earshot of what's happening?
I think so.
Can you hear this? All right,
'Cause
so
we went
you're at the
down.
bottom. You're like
Yeah.
the base of the bridge,
Yeah, because we
and then
went
at the
down.
other end of the bridge is yeah.
Mhm.
So you hear this Shadar Kai, and he's talking to this creature, and he says, the Shadar Kai says,
Bodak, please, I must get in. I will give you whatever you need.
and this creature, who I guess is named Bodak, it
Bodak?
looks at the, Bodak. It looks at the Shadar Kai and it says, "You must pay the toll." And the Shadar Kai, he reaches into his pockets, he starts pulling gold and gems out of his pockets, and he offers it to Bodak, and he says,
How is this?
and Bodak shakes its head, and you see its mouth gets like overly large, and the Shadar Kai, he backs up, he's like, "No!" And something gets sucked out of this Shadar Kai, like an ethereal echo of it gets sucked into Bodak, and the Shadar Kai collapses to the ground, mouth slack, eyes rolled back into its head, completely dead. And the Bodak mouth gets back to normal size, and it stands there. What would you all like to do?
Holy shit.
See, it's a good thing he didn't think that we were together now, right?
An overly aggressive bouncer if I've ever seen one. And I've come across quite a few.
So,
I mean, you just have to speak their language, really. Every bouncer wants something. This guy's probably no different. One of you two. Good luck.
I'm like shaking Solace.
Solace is like, "You got this, Finn. It's gonna be great."
Gresham takes Keishi's hands. It's like, pray with me, my friend. Helm. Hey.
Oh god, your hat, please.
Hey,
do
no,
not touch me.
don't back away from me. I need you here. He's taking your hand. He's clasping your hands. But yeah, you can't
He's
get away
just
from me,
like,
pal. I
This
need
is so
you here.
disgusting. Why are they so grimy?
Helm. What it do? What do we need to do to get around this guy here, okay? I am calling out to you, please.
This is
I
disgusting.
know you will guide me through this trial as you have guided me through all of You know, the ones that we've been through before.
Please guide
So, you know,
yourself
just
away
get
from my
started,
hand
okay?
to making you.
All right, and he lets you go. I
So-
want to roll religion now.
Oh, go ahead and roll a religion. Gresham.
What it do?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you don't really hear much from Helm, but you do hear from Chare, who's standing next to you, and he's like, "Look, this is why Flynn's here. Flynn, you show solace to this guy. You convince him that we're maybe on a business trip or something. I don't know what you do, but if you can get us through this front door."
Yeah. You know what? Well, yes, I can. And Flynn just doesn't move. Like Flynn's like looks like they're about to take a step, and does not. Like just I'm going to do it. Right? This is me. Going to do it. I can do this.
You
I
feel
can do
like
this.
3 sets of hands on your and just like pushing you forward.
You got this, buddy.
Good luck.
So I'm gonna say all 4 of you approach on the bridge, and you get to Bodak.
Flynn is whispering to Solace, like, fuck, I'm trying to think of another name. Brandon. What do I say? What do I say to them? What do I say to them?
So Solace, he says, "Okay, look, the undead, they fucking hate my mom. So,
Okay, alright.
that's probably a good avenue to go down."
Okay, alright, I got this. And
All right. Nice.
Flynn struts up to the undead guy and just goes, "Hey, hey, fuck the Raven Queen. Fuck the Raven Queen, am I right?
Why don't you roll me a persuasion, Flynn?
Okay. You got it.
What's the deal with the Raven
What's
Queen?
the deal?
Am I right?
Fuck me, dude. No.
Channeling Jerry Seinfeld didn't work for you here.
Double crit on lifting Keshi over the river with my bare hands and can't talk
Can
to
I help?
anyone.
I want to help Flane out.
Do you want to help? Okay. All right. So how are you helping?
Flane, you're doing it all wrong. It's like this. Hey, what's the deal with the Raven Queen? Am I right?
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
Okay.
Yeah, try it with me, Flane. Come on. What's the deal? You have to be really. What's the deal?
What is
There we go.
what is doing?
You have to say it as well, Flane. Come on.
What's
So,
the deal?
There.
So at first it looks like when Flynn just like walks up and is like, "Fuck the Raven Queen," am I right? And then you hear you see its mouth starts to open, and then
Hold up. As its mouth's opening, Gresham doesn't even hesitate. He's grabbing his holy icon and he's going to turn the undead with some channel divinity.
Okay, well, as you reach for your holy symbol, and Keshi kind of like steps out and is like, "What's the deal with the Raven Queen?" And like everything is incredibly tense for a second, as like Gresham, like there's like a faint light glowing here, and like the Bodak's like mouth is like kind of open, and everything like Flynn and Keshi are just like going like this, yeah. And then you hear, "Yeah, what is the deal with the Raven Queen, though?" And his mouth just kind of like closes back to normal, and you feel like you might have cleared a hurdle. Keshi, you did aid Flynn and give advantage, which turns a crit fail into a 19.
Yes!
Let's
go!
And
It worked!
So Bodak, he looks at the 4 of you, and he kind of, you see his void eyes kind of like squint a little at Chare, and he says, To pass, you must pay the toll.
What's the toll? What? Flynn's still doing this. What's the toll?
Yeah, keep that up.
What's the toll?
There you go. That's
Something that you value. A memory. Youth.
We've got a
Will.
rock.
A favor.
Gresham stands up. I understand. You want my virginity.
No, the rock, idiot. Please.
Flynn covers Solace's ears.
You want a memory? You want something from my youth? You want something precious to me? I understand. I know what I must give. Helm, you are giving me a sign right now. Bodak, I know what I must do.
So Bodak is like, no, you know what? You don't have to pay the toll. That's okay. You can just come on in right this way, sir. And the door like kind of opens a little bit, and you just kind of walk in, and then the door like boom, quickly closes behind you. And he looks at Flynn and Keshi.
Oh my god. Flynn,
I just have no words.
Flynn
Of all the
looks
ways.
at Flynn.
And yet I still preserve it. Helm guides us through all.
Flynn is starting to unbutton their shit. Like looking very wearily at Keshi, like, is this? And then I wait, and I slam Solace down in front of me, and this. Do you know what this is?
Bodak slowly shakes its head.
Well, it's Brian, how do I prove that you're you?
I don't think they want my virginity either. So like,
what? This is Brian, the Raven Queen's wayward child. Wayward child.
So Bodak, he says, a very good offering indeed, and kind of holds his hand out.
Whoa, wait, you can't have him. You can't have him. Okay, first of all, he's mine. Well, we're a thing. Not like that. You can't have him. But.
Explain!
Okay. You know, Brian and I are gonna go fuck shit up. We're gonna go fuck shit up. Raven Queen's not gonna like it, you know, because fuck the Raven Queen. And, yeah, but I can't do that if you have him, you know what I mean? So the offering I'm offering to you is shenanigans. Just good old shenanigans with Brian, and the Raven Queen won't like it. Does that make sense?
Against whom will be these shenanigans?
Sorry, who am I doing? What? The Raven Queen. The Raven Queen won't like it. Yes.
Very well. For you the toll shall be less. I shall still require some toll, but the promise of future acts of evil. This pleases Bodak.
Okay, alright, less. I hear ya. What would you say to a book I happen to have on me? A very wonderful book called Harry Potness and the Chamber of Commerce. And Flynn pulls it out.
So Flynn, you hear Solace in your mind. He's like, look, Flynn, if you just give him like 10 years of your life, I think that'll be fine.
10 years of my life. What if he takes the book? I don't have to give anything.
Flynn, I can tell you, he's not gonna take the book.
You don't know that! It's a memory! It's a memory. Can I use persuasion to try to convince him that I have like a super strong bond with this book?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, roll me persuade.
Don't forget you get that D4 if it's still been within 10 minutes.
Oh,
It's
we're
probably
definitely out of
longer
10
than
minutes. Alright, that's 6. So Bodak, he takes the book from you and he looks at it, and you see very creepily the corners of his mouth kind of turn upward a little bit, and he says, "Memory, then." And at that, you see the book kind of crumbles into dust in his grip as he makes a fist. And Flynn, in an instant, you do not remember anything about Harry Potness and the Chamber of Commerce.
I was such a big fan. I cosplayed.
it all
Flynn
over
cosplayed. I was a big. Okay.
You don't remember any of the fan fiction you wrote. You don't remember any of the other books.
Oh no.
You don't remember. You think that the author had some kind of scandal. You don't remember what it was.
The
You just
author.
remember that there was one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All you remember is that you read it.
Okay.
And you remember... Yeah. You don't remember anything else about it. And at that, the door opens behind you and you walk in. And Keshi, Bodak looks at you now. You and Chare, who are standing on the bridge.
Oh, where were those two? So if you want to just like, Char?
So,
I don't
Chare,
have anything.
Chare says, yeah, you got plenty of stuff there, my friend. And he pushes you forward a little bit. And Chare says to you, he says, Bodak ain't looking for nothing that you got physically on your person. He's looking for things that you cherish.
I know what you're thinking. Great plan. Bodak, my good sir, or whatever you may be, I offer you, and I don't offer this lightly, mind you, once in a lifetime opportunity, a night out of town with me, yours truly. An open invitation, so you can come back around any time, and I will take you out, and we'll have a great time. I know all the best spots.
So Bodak, at that, you see his arms drop to their sides, and Bodak kind of stumbles a little bit,
He's blushing.
and then looks back up at you and says,
This is acceptable.
Yes.
I shall be permitted to enter your realm.
And so at that, the door opens, and you enter the threshold, and as the door is closing, you just hear Chara's like, "Ah, fucking fuck!" And the door closes.
Oh, we forgot about Chare.
He gave
And
us
so,
the plan. Fuck him.
Well, like I'd say like 20 seconds pass by, and then the door opens and Chare comes in, and you see he looks a little pale, but the door closes behind him.
Did he
And
take your virginity?
Chare.
Chare's like, I don't want to talk about it, and
Did you learn
so-
what that mouth do?
What that mouth do?
What that mouth do? You're sort of pudding, Chari.
oh my god.
Did Chare good some fun time? We're like, I feel like we're all teasing Chare as he comes through the door. Like,
Chare's like, I fucking hate you guys, alright? Cut this shit out! And, you find yourselves in... Wow, this music is not the right music for the fucking show.
Alice in Wonderland music up here.
You put the orchestra here.
Yeah. You find yourselves in an incredibly large chamber. It seems as though this citadel, this tower, it doesn't look like the way it should from the outside. It looks like it's just one gigantic room that's covered in rubble. And actually, I can just show you what it looks like. Boop 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 boop.
Do you have pictures of rocks?
No, I don't.
Oh damn. Oh damn.
You see that there are
What was that?
a few zombies shambling around. Before you is the white light of an interplanar portal. However, standing before it is this creature that seems to be made of shadow, and I'm going to pull up a larger image so you can all see it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, he looks like the guy who's like the current big bad guy in the One Punch manga.
He does.
Throwing that out
The
there.
alien guy, yeah.
It's the
Oh,
One
no.
Punch.
Like in the manga,
The One Punch.
Oh.
the One Punch manga.
The one.
Yeah. So, this creature, it glides forward. It seems to glide down these stairs, and it stops at what looks like some kind of arcane circle. Flynn, you recognize it as some kind of glowing circle, something to do with something, you're not sure what. And it looks at the four of you.
Know your place, mortals, for you stand before the dread deceiver.
Bring it on, motherfucker.
Oh. Flynn starts doing this again.
I join in.
What's the deal with interplanetary portals?
Chare's just like, what are we doing? Is this what we're doing now? I think we gotta fucking kill this guy.
It worked
What's
last
the
time, come on.
freaking gabagoo?
We're gonna roll for initiative. All right, so Keshi, you are up first, and then the Dread Deceiver.
Good God.
Fuck him up, gang.
I, reaching for my crossbow, I ask the Dread Deceiver, can you let us through?
The Dread Deceiver, you see his face kind of cracks up into a grin, and he says,
The only way you shall pass is without breath or life.
Is this a riddle? Or do you
Sounds
mean like
like-
a literal thing?
It sounds like he wants us to hold our breath.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you is what I mean.
Are you
Oh.
sure it's not
Clarify.
a swimming thing?
Listen, I'm not much of a fighter. Is there any way we can have a nice conversation about this? Maybe I can persuade you to let us through, let us go yonder.
A night out on the town, perhaps?
And I was like, yeah.
A breathing thing. When I was in the Squirrel Scouts, I learned how to hold my breath for 2 minutes.
I would like to learn more about the Squirrel Scouts as well. So if you could keep me alive long enough for that, at least. How about
The
it? A night
blubbering
out of
of
town.
this team.
Let
I
us
mean,
through.
you can roll me a persuasion. You're gonna have to roll on very, very high.
We got this, gang. I'm emboldening us as a group.
I feel emboldened.
It's like kinda high, is all I'm saying.
The dead do not suffer the living to pass.
Shoot
Oh,
him!
for fuck's sake. Fine. I shoot the motherfucker.
Are you going for him, or are you going for one of the zombies?
I go for him. Because
Nice.
the zombies
Okay,
haven't said anything to me.
that's fair.
I use my hand crossbow again.
All
It's a
right, go ahead and
crossbow
roll me an
for your
attack.
hand.
Oh, that has an action.
All right, 14 just barely. So, as this bolt goes flying, you see it goes through him, and it just you see this wisp. A 14 misses, and yeah, and he laughs. Anything else, Keshi, from you?
I hide behind Gresham.
Nice. All right, roll me a stealth.
Oh, sorry, let me just get it up. It did work. There you go.
Oh
Shit.
boy. Well, you hide right between one of Gresham's legs, but Gresham then like reaches down to Itch's foot and moves his leg, so you're just kind of like standing behind Gresham. And you are quite visible, but you're behind Gresham, so you have half cover, so that's nice. It's now the Dread Deceiver's turn. So the Dread Deceiver first looks at this magic circle and then nods, and then seems to glide. You see that there are stairs over here and over here, and the Dread Deceiver just seems to fly down. Let's see, how far is this? Yeah. So the Dread Deceiver is going to dash to right here. And that's the Dread Deceiver's turn. Now it's Chare's turn. Chare is going to fly right over here. And Gresham, he shouts to you. He says, "Hey, you got this, buddy!" And Gresham, you have been bardically inspired. You can add a d6 to your next d20 roll. Or you know what bardic inspiration is.
Yes.
And it's your turn.
Okay, well, I am emboldening our group here, so everyone for the next 10 minutes of combat will be able to roll an extra d4 on each of their turns. As a bonus action, I want to extend my arm that's holding the shield to Flynn to let them climb atop my back so I can try to get them closer into combat with me as we run the front.
Yeah,
Nice.
you do that, I guess.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You picking up Flynn?
Yeah, because
Nice.
I have what is it? I have a racial feature where I am a powerful build, so I can pick up things as if I were a size larger.
And you're
Awesome.
6'6", so it's like you don't
Oh,
need
yeah,
much
No,
to
we are
pick
doing
me up.
mounted combat. You're going to be firing Eldritch Blasts from my back or something. I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
You fucking got it,
Awesome.
bro. Let's go. Flynn climbs up on Gresham's
Alright.
back.
Yeah, you scoop up Flynn.
All right, and then we're going to just do our 30 feet of movement.
Fuck yeah. Nice. Flynn,
Let's
you're,
go.
you're right there. All right, now it's their turns. So the zombies are going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 35. So this zombie's going to dash. These two are going to attack Gresham. Gresham, that is one swings a little cutlass, but you manage to block it. Do you have a weapon, Gresham?
Yeah, he has a mace and he has a shield, so he's
Nice.
going to just parry the blow of the cutlass with his shield.
Nice. This one's coming in. It's just trying to headbutt you, and you're just too thick.
Yeah.
It just headbutts your leg. And it's like,
Too thick.
yeah, you're too thick. Flynn, it's your turn.
Flynn is going to fire an Eldritch Blast at Big Guy. Fuck the Raven Queen!
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Yeah. So you point Solace, and this brilliant beam of energy.
And then I just started blasting.
Ooh.
Goes launching at the Dread Defiler, the Dread Deceiver.
Defiler.
That's a different monster.
Why
And
are
it
we
takes 9 points of force
so
damage
cursed?
as it seems to make contact with its body. It doesn't go through it, and you see this like purple lightning arcing through its body as it like convulses a little bit. That was really nice. Anything
Yeah.
else from you, Flynn?
I am gonna use my Hex again. I want to curse him.
Fuck yeah.
That's
All
my
right.
bonus action, and yeah, it's the end.
Nice. Yeah. So he is hexed. All right. And now it's his turn. Oh, sorry. It's Keshi's turn. Go ahead, Keshi.
That's me. I run at the zombie. Is it undead zombie?
Mhm. Yeah.
Closest to myself. So this one here.
Nice. All right. You get right up
And-
to it.
Yeah, I get right up to it and I attack it.
Nice. I'll
with-
say that it is flanked, so you get advantage.
So I'm gonna attack it
Oh my god, yeah.
Let's go.
And so because it is flanked and you have advantage, you gain your sneak attack damage. So you can roll sneak attack for me as well.
You should also add an extra D4 for your emboldened to action as well,
Hell yeah.
since you didn't add it to any of the other stuff.
Oh my god. Yeah, Keshi, how do you destroy this zombie?
Ooh, get him.
It's straight in the head. I just like run and then I push
Nice.
it into the head.
Nice.
Yeah. And this zombie, it twitches once and falls to the ground. There we go.
Flynn yells at Keshi from the top of Gresham's shoulders. Just like, you got a little something on your, you got a little something. It's right there. You got a little something.
I stop, I freeze. You can see my face visibly go pale.
The Dread Deceiver floats forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right up to Keshi. And Keshi, it reaches its hands forward, and they seem to go through your chest.
No.
I need you to make me a Constitution save. So that's going to be on the top left-hand part in that little box above your skills. There's the Constitution button.
That is
I
one
need
of my
you.
low stats.
Oh
Thank you.
shit!
No.
You're
What's that?
Oh, let's go.
Oh, nice.
Hello,
damn.
Let's go.
with the -1 constitution.
Wow, that was really nice. So you see this creature push its hands through your chest, and at first you feel something icy grip your heart, but you move backward and you see its hands come out of your chest,
Let's go.
and you don't take whatever it was that was about to just happen to you.
It is
Um,
silk. Get off me.
Oh my god.
All right. So, Chare, he flits behind Flynn, and he starts moving his hands, and this sacred geometry begins to appear, and he kind of like balls it up into a little ball and just like blows it at you. And Flynn, you gain advantage on your next attack.
Fuck yeah, I do. Let's go.
As he says, "All right, strike true," and he, Gresham, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Well, Gresham, trying to make himself as large and imposing as possible to, make sure he's holding attention, he starts banging on his shield with his mace, calling upon Helm, please, empower us with your aid. And he's choosing the 3 party members here, so everyone gets 5 temporary hit points and regenerates
Ooh.
those 5 temporary hit points each round as well.
Oh my god. Let's go, dude. Are you fucking for real? I have so many hit points now.
Damn. Wow. Very nice. Wow.
And he's just gonna continue to hold the line right there, and that'll be my turn.
Damn, that was dope.
Flynn pats his head while I'm still on his shoulders.
Nice. All right, so these 2 zombies are going to attack Gresham. It seems as though once they've seen your like radiant stuff, they all seem to like their focus is now laser focused on you. Gresham, that is the cutlass is with an 8. It just bounces off your shield again, and then this zombie, it just headbutts the same spot, and it's just like it doesn't seem to be working.
Love it.
Nice. We have high
Yeah,
ACs.
zombies are not good. Yeah, Flynn, it's your turn.
Let's go. Flynn is going to cricket bat Solace at the zombie right here, closest to
Oh shit.
Gresham.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh my god.
You have advantage
Hello.
on this roll. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so you
I'm
clock
gonna plus D4 try to kill him.
All right, 6. Yeah. That does it. Yeah. So you
All right, I want to
How
lop
do
his
you-
head off like a ball. Like, so you know how like the cricket bats are kind of like the hammer. Like I like literally swing it and
Yeah.
uppercut on his head, and I want his head to go flying off like a ball.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So right at the apex of your swing is the height that you need to reach the top of the zombie's head,
Nice.
and you just
Nice.
and its head just falls to the ground.
Perfect.
Damn.
I love fighting on your shoulders, Gresham. This is the best way to fight. I'm so tall.
Keshi, it's your turn.
I run behind, just in between. What's the name again? Chara and Flynn.
Flynn.
Okay. Are
Yeah,
you disengaging beforehand?
You'll have to if you're moving away.
I think
from
I'll have
home.
to, right,
Yeah.
to move away. But I was gonna then use my hand crossbow to
Okay.
shoot the what was it called again? The Defiler? No, it wasn't
The-
Defiler.
Dread Deceiver. You can just call him the
Deceiver.
Dread.
Dread
Yeah.
Defiler.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Nice. So 14 just barely misses.
Ooh.
The bolt, it seems to go through it once more, as it seems like it was ready for you as you move away. And it cracks a smile, and you hear it say, "Foolish Eladrin!" And now it's its turn. So it moves right here, and it's going to make 2 attacks. One at Flynn, and one at Gresham. So Gresham, it comes down with these scythe-like claws, and that's a 10. And you just raise up your shield, it seems fine. And Flynn, same thing, it comes down, and that's a 16. Does
Nope.
16 hit you?
I'm 18.
Oh my god.
Armor class 18,
That's-
baby. I'm so freaking.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
That's
have a
absolutely
really insane
incredible.
armor class. I'm
That's
very
absolutely
strong for
Wow.
my size.
Holy shit. Alright, well, now it's Chare's turn. Chare, he flits like 10 feet back. And as he does, right before he does, Kesh, you hear him whisper something in your ear. He's like, "Hey, you're doing great." And he's like
Oh, fuck's
flits
sake.
backward. But you feel as though he's cast some kind of spell on you, Keshi. You gain advantage on your next attack. So you will automatically get sneak attack if you hit. Gresham, it's your turn.
Alrighty. So Gresham's gonna now actually take a swing at something. He's gonna
Hell
swing
yeah.
at the zombie that's in front of him.
Nice.
He's gonna take a simple mace swing. Oh,
All right.
wait, I
Seven.
think I just rolled the
Oh,
damage.
I was just about to be like,
I was like,
okay, yeah,
7.
cool, nice. Yeah.
Come on, okay, there we go. So first gotta roll to hit.
Oh, 11.
Plus
Just
D4?
barely.
Plus D4?
It do? Oh
I mean,
yeah.
you do have your.
Oh shoot, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Okay, yeah, I'll just do the roll T4.
Oh yeah. All right, that hits,
15.
which
Alright,
means
so
that is a
six
kill.
damage.
How do you kill this thing?
Yeah!
Yeah, he just takes a clean big swing of a haymaker, like a haymaker swing, just take it to the temple, knock
Nice.
it like the skull across the room.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, and it falls into this chasm, and it just nothing, and the creature turns to
Lovely.
ash.
Nice.
All right, Flynn, it's your turn, and
Alright.
then Keshi.
Cool. Flynn is gonna Eldritch Blast, probably. Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I'm sorry.
It's like little flowers come out of your hand. Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes when I get nervous.
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that motherfucker, and I'm gonna use a D4 for the damage.
is that possible, or is it just attack for that?
Any roll I think that they do during
Attack
their
roll,
turn.
ability check, or saving throw. So I don't think you can do it to damage. I think it's just like any D20.
Okay. That's fair. I, mean,
Yeah,
I feel like a
if you're
21
trying to
hits though,
actually hit.
right?
Yeah, I mean a 21 hits and you deal 1 point of damage.
Okay, I'll
And
take it.
You just like it. Keshi, it's your turn.
I try using my sword this time. My is it a rapier that I have?
I think so. Yeah.
I draw it and I run right next to Flynn, and I try attack the monster.
Nice. All right, go for it.
Sorry, that was me.
Nice. 15 hits exactly.
Ooh.
So you plant your feet, you find purchase, and you stab into it. It seems to grunt at the 8 points of damage that you deal to it. Very nice. Do you want to do anything with your cunning action?
What can I do with the cunning action?
Oh, sorry. You get your sneak attack damage as well, so you can go ahead and
Nice.
roll that.
So
okay.
sneaky.
so sneaky, guys.
sneaky. 8 more points of damage. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So you can hide. You can try and hide if you want. I mean, there isn't really anywhere to hide. No, I think that's pretty much everything you can do.
I'm like, hey
Unless-
Flynn, check out this sneaky little move.
I'm just like. So now it is the Dread's turn. So after taking that hit from you, it looks at the three of you and it takes in a deep breath and it's like, die! And you see this dark pulse come out in a wave from it. And I need all of you to make me wisdom saves.
Wow, that sucked. Did I use my D4? Oh yeah, I did when I was
Yeah.
trying to roll to hit. Okay.
It's not working.
I mean, you still have your
I can use mine.
Chare gave you a d6.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I should probably do that.
Okay.
12.
All right. So all of you fail.
Nice.
Um,
Oh, no.
It's scary.
Actually, no. Sorry,
It's
Keshi,
scary.
you just passed.
Yeah, she for the win.
Keshi,
Yeah.
save us.
So those of you that failed, you're taking 14. Wow, max damage.
14
taking
points of
four-
damage?
14 points of damage, of psychic damage. Keshi, you're taking half of that at 7. As you all feel like there are knives in your brain,
Okay.
and that's his turn.
Oh,
And now it's Chare's turn. So Chare, he flies right at. It looks like he's about to fly up, and then he thinks better of it, and he flies back. And he just shouts to Gresham. He's like, "Hey, it's all right." Gives 2 thumbs up,
Fucking Char.
and he casts True Strike on you. You have advantage on your attack roll.
Nice. Okay.
And actually, now it's your turn.
Okay. Well, feeling the blunt of that and feeling the being in front of him rip through the blessing that Helm bestowed against him and his party, he calls upon Helm once more, lifting his shield. Helm, once more, bless upon me. And he musters his magical might to cast Inflict Wounds at a 2nd level.
Let's go.
Oh, shit.
And,
Oh my god! Oh, but a
Well-
crit fail!
well, wait, I have advantage, so I need to do it one more
That's
time.
right!
Ah,
Alright.
18?
Yeah, 18 hits.
Let's go.
For 25 points of damage. Holy shit! So you reach forward. How do you cast your spells, typically?
So, I mean, as a cleric, I'm supposed to have a free hand, and it's supposed to be somatic component of a hand and everything. So that's why I'm saying, like, the thing is strapped to his hand, so
Nice.
it's not like
Nice,
he's
nice.
holding a buckler or something like
Nice. Cool, yeah. And this energy, your hand flashes with this bright, searing light, and you inflict this necrotic damage?
that. Yeah, it's supposed to be necrotic. Like I said, it's supposed to be the inverse of healing. That's how I described
Aha.
it at first.
Okay, yeah.
So instead of,
and
like,
so,
recuperating, like, flesh and whatnot, it eats away at it.
Ooh,
nice.
That's
good
horrifying.
So-
God.
Yeah. So he takes the full blast of this, and you see this dark energy like flow through his whole body. And at the end of it, he kind of like cracks his head to the side, and he glares at you. His eyes are blazing right now,
Nice.
and he seems really pissed.
Good.
He also seems bloodied. Flynn, it's your turn.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Flynn, I want to try, yeah, I'm gonna try to hit him with Solace. So I'm gonna 2-hand Solace, and I'm gonna swing.
Oh, yeah, 20 hits. You take Solace, and you just hear, like, yes, let's do it! And it crashes into him full force. Doesn't seem to go through him at all. And you hear a crack as you deal a fuck ton of damage.
Mm.
He seems very very damaged.
See, not the only thing I can do is Eldritch Blast, guys.
Keshi, it's your turn.
Am I allowed to dual wield attack?
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Wait. On a
yeah.
crit, does something happen with Hex?
You didn't. I don't think
You had your bonuses land you to 20. You didn't roll in that 20.
You rolled a 16. If you rolled a 19 or a 20, then that would have been a crit.
Okay.
But yeah, Keshi, if you want, as your bonus action, you can make an offhand attack with a short sword. If you have your rapier in your so yeah, you
That's
can
exactly what I was
definitely
wanting to do. So if I do my rapier attack and just like fully slash at him, then with my short sword, do a little jab motion.
Absolutely. Oh no.
Oh,
So you
fuck.
you kind of do this, and they both go through him, and just like. And you're like.
I don't know why I thought that would work. Sorry.
So it's his turn. And after looking at you, Gresham, he seems to have identified you as the greatest threat with your radiant power, and he reaches his hand forward and tries to grab your skull and suck the life out of you.
Nice.
So he's gonna make an attack. That's a 17. Does a 17 hit you, Gresham?
Yeah, it does.
It does. All right. So Gresham, he's gonna try and siphon some juice out of you. Gresham, you take 5 points of necrotic damage as you see some of the wounds begin to close on the Dread's body.
Okay, I see what this game is now.
Ooh.
It's Chare's turn. Chare flies up to he's gonna fly up to Flynn, and he's gonna be like, hey.
What?
All right, you're doing great. And then he like flies back.
You
Flynn-
motherfucker.
Flynn, you have advantage on your next attack.
Okay.
Gresham, it's your turn.
Okay. Do I risk it for the biscuit?
Do it. Kill him.
Yeah, okay. So he's gonna throw down his mace, and he's gonna go one more time, casting it as a second level spell slot with Inflict Wounds.
15 hits exactly.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll for damage.
Let's
Oh my god!
Go! Let's fucking go, dude.
So, Gresham, how would you like to destroy this creature?
Like, if the dude came up to me and, like, grabbed his head, he's like, well, alrighty then, and throwing down his mace, like, conjures the necrotic energy and just grabs his head. And
Yes!
nails it right through that.
So what I'm imagining is this like Aang Ozai, like you're both grabbing each other's faces, and there's like dark energy coming from him, and there's dark energy coming from you, and they're like clashing, and yours just slowly overtakes it.
Yes!
And you see this
Fire
bright
bending.
light.
Yeah.
Yeah, this bright light come from every orifice that's open in the Dread's body as this light begins to crackle around from its eyes and covering its whole body, and it just explodes.
Let's fucking go! Flynn is using prestidigitation to like make fireworks, like and like you know like rainbows and shit. Yeah. Can we dance? Like I know I'm on your shoulders. Like do a little hop around, like fucking throwing up fireworks. That was epic.
With Fortnite dance on his shoulders.
Yes.
Holy shit!
Yes,
Yeah,
I
Flynn's
am.
just like,
Fucking, like, let's go.
oh my god. Yeah. So we're out of combat. Chare flits up to you all, and he says, "Hey, I knew you could do it. This was great. I think that was a great idea. I think you're all. This is great. Let's get the fuck out of here. Hey, yeah."
Flynn grabs his hand and high fives him.
And she's still very, very pale, looks at Finn and is like, is there really something on my face?
Yeah, right there. It's right there. It's right there. Here, try to get it. Get it. Wipe it off.
Do I smear anything?
It's still
across
there.
my
It's still
face?
there. It's still there. It's still there. Right there. It's right there.
Please.
Wait, sorry.
please.
It's on the other side. It's right here. It's on the other side.
Cast Cure Wounds. What's everyone's health at? Really quick.
8. Mine's at 8.
Okay, mine's at 7. I'm trying to think because I have 3 spell slots left, and I'm not sure how much more combat we have.
Probably not. That was probably the big boss. I'll save you a thing and I'll cast False Life on myself.
Okay.
So I'm good.
Then I'll heal me and Strax, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds twice. First one's for him. Next one's for me.
Nice. All right. You heal a bit. You heal quite a bit. And coming up to the edge of this magic circle, Chare, he kind of elbows Gresham and he says, hey, see that he points to, it looks like there's a barrier around the circle. And he says, there's something that, there's only one thing that can break that barrier, right?
That I do. And he takes his rosary that he has like around his chest, grabs it off his chest, holds it a little bit. It is a little bit elongated, so it can be held, sort of like looking like a small dagger of sorts. So
Nice.
takes it and starts smacking it into the dome itself, trying to crack it, calling on the literal instrument of his deity to crack open the shell.
Nice.
Yeah.
It only takes 2 swings. You come down once and you feel this vibration through the ground, and you come down again and you see the dark energy shatter.
Nice.
And at that, the portal changes color. It goes from this symbol, this circle of dark energy, to something a little lighter. And at that, the portal also changes. You see, at first, it was this bright light. It's now this erratic, multicolored. It looks like a rave going on in this portal. And Chare, he elbows Keshi, and he says, "All right, now this part is a little more art than science. If you get my drift, I need you to think about your connection to your family, to your mom, and we're gonna kind of ride that link through the portal."
Does it have to be the family? I mean, I'd rather be teleported into something fun, Like, no, great tavern, the best drinks.
Keshi, or Chare, he says to Keshi, he says, "Now, look, I'm all for partying, all right? What do you think I'm gonna do once I get out of here? I haven't partied. Have you seen this place? It sucks. But, thing is, your mom is a nexus of energy. We can't, if we try and connect to a party, we could go anywhere. We could go to fucking hell for all we know. There's lots of parties there, not the kind that we'll like, but, so but there's only one nexus of energy that you can connect to. There's an expression, work hard, party hard."
I know, but see, the truth is, we didn't really end on good terms when I woke up here. The last things my mother said to me were, "You're a disappointment, and you should be better." I don't know if I can face that.
You just
How could you be a
faced a
disappointment
giant...
when you go ahead.
No, you go.
It says, please, you go ahead.
No, it's fine. After you.
All right. I was just saying, how could you be a disappointment when you braved your way through the Shadowfell and felled the literal keeper to the dominion of this fucking terrible place? I'd say you're pretty impressive.
You really think so?
Wow, would I lie to you?
Flynn,
No.
Flynn wants to use.
You're right, I wouldn't.
Flynn is gonna tear off a piece of her clothes and then use prestidigitation to make it look like a really beautiful piece of silk. If I can. and I'm gonna wipe Keshi's face. You got this. You're great.
That happens.
Thank you.
I have a quick question. Is Flynn still on Gresham's shoulders?
It's a good question.
I'm like coming down like, you got this, you're great, and they're coming over like my shoulder that's patting you on, like wiping your face a little bit.
You got this, bro.
Oh my god.
You guys, I click my heels and start thinking of my mother.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Ah, fuck.
There's no
So-
face like Shadowfell.
You begin to click your heels together, and you think about your connection to your mother, and you see the portal, it goes from this bright rave, it changes completely and utterly to a serene emerald color. And you feel the connection. You begin to smell the smells of home. You begin to hear the sounds of birds chirping in the distance. And you all step through the portal. There is a blinding light followed by utter stillness. And the party finds themselves in a ballroom surrounded by shocked elves. Keshi's mother, Aletheia, begins to take in a breath to shout, but stops as she sees that her child has returned. Keshi smiles at their mother as old wounds are finally beginning to heal. And we fade to a forest, 1 week later. Gresham is surrounded by grateful villagers who are recovering from the illness caused by the corruption of the Dread Deceiver. He says a small prayer to Helm in thanks. And we finally fade to the city of Ogsleep. Flynn, very nervously, after a long journey, is standing before the open doors of the Temple of Pelor. She seems to be hesitant to walk in, but after a brief exchange with her hammer, crosses the threshold, and as she does, she feels her body change. She feels as though age is catching up with her, that there's something off. And as she sits down, she looks at her friend. Hi, Brondus.
Yeah, placebo is a hell of a drug.
All right, so I'm gonna wrangle now.
Okay.
Back to the dungeon.